Hey guys, what's up? I have a review for you today on Champagne Pop. This is the latest shimmering skin perfector from BECCA Cosmetics, and it's also a collaboration with YouTuber Jaclyn Hill. I bought this when it first became available online through Sephora. It was $38, I believe, and I got it within like 3 days shipping. It came pretty quickly, and I've been wearing it ever since I bought it. Like all month long, I've been wearing Champagne Pop, and every time I wear this, I get so many questions. What highlight are you wearing? So this is the box that it comes in. It says Jaclyn Hill. It has her signature on it. It's like this really cool kind of like wet champagne bubble looking type of packaging. That's what it reminds me of anyway. I mean, Champagne Pop, it kind of has that cute little bubble packaging on top. Not sure if you can really see this. The box is so reflective. And then it has Jaclyn Hill, of course, on the back, and it tells you she created this shade because she wanted to have the very best dream shade highlighter on the market. So I mean, honestly, the formula is the exact same as the regular BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfectors, which I love. The formula on these is very creamy for a powder. It basically feels like a cream to powder product. So nothing new with the formula at all. It's the same formula. What's new about it is the shade, which is why I wanted to buy this highlight. So here is Champagne Pop in the pan. I absolutely love this color because I feel like it's a good in-between from Moonstone to Opal, and I love both of those shades. If you've been watching me on my channel, you probably heard me talk about Moonstone quite a few times. I feel like Champagne Pop is a really good in-between color. Like, it's just perfect. It's not too bronze, it's not too silver, if that makes sense, you know? It's just neutral. It's right in the middle, and not only do I think it's going to look good on fair skin, but I think it really looks great on everyone. I have seen swatches of it all over Instagram. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with Champagne Pop in the beauty world because everyone's talking about it, and it's within good reason because this color is very flattering, and I do feel like it's a nice universal shade. The formula is great. I mean, I really enjoy the formula on these BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfectors because they just feel so creamy, and I don't really have any other highlights that feel as soft as these ones do. The texture on these powders is amazing, and you get a lot of color payoff. You only need a tiny bit for your cheekbones, but if you're a highlighter fanatic like me, you really can build this up to look like J-Lo if you want to. Like, it is totally possible to get that super luminized face with this product. Like, it is just amazing how far you can go with this. I'll show you guys just a little swatch of it. See how subtle it looks when you just put on like a tiny bit. You almost can't even tell you have anything on, but when you hit the sunlight, that's when it really starts to shine. But when you layer it, like the more you put on, the more glow you get. So I'm just gonna kind of build this swatch up a little bit so you guys can see that this stuff really can glow. So here's a few swatches. I'd say that's about 3, and you can see now my skin is looking like J-Lo. Like, my hand is super glowy and it just looks really pretty. I personally love a good glow on the face, and I don't have any highlight on right now. I just have my regular foundation, blush, and bronzer. That's it. But I want to show you guys how I apply this. I really wanted to make this video to show you guys what Champagne Pop looks like on fair skin, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply some right now. This is my little tapered highlighting brush from Sigma, and I just kind of barely dip it into Champagne Pop. Do a little tap because sometimes you can get a little fallout with this since it is very soft, and then all I do is I just kind of brush it along the high point of my cheekbone on my face, and that is all I do. So there it is, just one swipe. It's very more of a subtle look when you just do it like that, but you know me, I love my highlights, so I gotta build it up a little bit more than that because I want my cheeks to shine and I want to be like Ziggy Stardust and J-Lo all at once. I really love how 2 layers looks on my skin. I just like to take my time and really just blend it out. I'm just using the other side of the brush now. It doesn't have any product on, and I like to blend it out a little bit so I get that David Bowie like full effect cheekbone with the J-Lo glow and the David Bowie cheekbones. Like, I love this product so much. It just gives me that glow I want. It just really highlights your skin. It looks beautiful. I love this shade because it's not too much of a yellow gold. It doesn't look yellow on my skin. It has enough peach in here to where it just kind of balances out and it looks very neutral, and I think that's why it's going to work for a lot of people. Even if you have cool toned skin, I wouldn't say to be afraid of this color because it's not, you know, it doesn't show up as kind of bold as it is in the packaging. When I first saw saw this box, I was like, oh no, it's going to be too dark for me. But then I opened it up, tried it on, and I was pleasantly surprised with how it looks on my face. So there you have it. I just wanted to zoom in a little bit so you can get a better feel of the highlight. You can see on my face here, I don't have any highlight on this side, and I just feel like this side, you know, really brings out the cheekbones. It does make your face pop with the glow. I love Champagne Pop. I think it's a gorgeous neutral shade for all skin tones, and I just want to show you really quickly compared to the other shades I have. This is Opal, and I know it looks like it's very light, but on my skin it actually ends up looking more of like a bronzer, almost like a very illuminating bronzer. And I'm just going to swatch it right here under Champagne Pop really quickly so you could see what it looks like. I know a lot of people really love Opal, and I do too, even though I feel like on me I have to use a light hand with it. There's Opal on the bottom, and you can see on my skin it really has more of a brown undertone to it. Like on me, this almost looks like bronzer. For me, I feel like Opal is a more of a brown shade. I know on some people Opal looks more of a lighter color, but on me it's almost brown, and I do have to use this with a light hand because sometimes if I layer it too much, it can kind of make it look like I just have a bunch of bronzer on my cheeks. And then this one is Moonstone, which is the lightest one I have, and here it is right next to Champagne Pop. You can see that Moonstone almost has more of a yellow tone to it. And then here is Moonstone right underneath Opal. This is my favorite shade. Before Champagne Pop came out, I use Moonstone a lot, and I think it's just because it looks really nice on cool tone skin especially. Even though it does have yellow in it, I feel like fair skin really can pull this off. It's just got a gorgeous color, and it kind of blends into my skin almost. Sometimes you can't really tell when I have Moonstone on. If I put a little bit of it, it can look very natural. So that's why I like Moonstone for more of a day-to-day type of basis. So there are all three of the highlighters, and you can see they're all very different, especially on my skin tone. Maybe if you have a tan, or if you're a few shades deeper than me, like a medium skin tone, you might not be able to tell much of a difference, but for me it really is a big difference between all three shades. I feel like each shade looks very different on me, and I really like having options with my highlight, so I feel like there's a different occasion. Like it really depends on what look I have for my makeup. And sometimes when I'm feeling extra crazy and I just like want to party that night, I will layer two of these highlights together, and my favorite ones to layer together are Moonstone and Champagne Pop. You can do whatever you want. You can wear them however you want to. You know, I like to have fun with my highlights, so I do layer them and mix and match all the time. It really depends on your skin tone, what you want in a highlight, but personally I just wanted to get on here and tell you my thoughts on Champagne Pop. I think it's a beautiful color, especially for every day. You really can't go wrong with it. It's just a nice in-between shade, really. So it is limited edition, I believe, and if you want to get it, I would suggest trying to buy it online, because I know a lot of people, it's been selling out in Sephora's like crazy. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys for requesting this. I wasn't even going to review this because I know everyone's talking about it, but you know, you guys wanted to see this, so I hope this was helpful to you. And if you've tried Champagne Pop, let us know what you think of it in the comments. I would love to hear from you all, and as always, thank you so much for watching.